Hey guys, welcome back here again at Counterpart Mrs. The Gig. Check us out. I would like to discuss about the clean benefits niya, tsaka certain parang variations niya of the same thing pero may slight deviations lang yung execution slash body placement, etc. So the clean, if you don't know, clean is kinda like your high pull, wherein you pull it up high, well you take it to the yet another step further, swing, rotate the shoulder externally, roll the bar onto the collarbone and front delts. Pop! Siya yung next to the snatch, siya yung ultimate na Olympic pulling variation. And for recreational lifters, I believe siya yung best. Better than the snatch. Not necessarily because better exercise siya, kundi siya yung easiest sa technical lifts na applicable pa rin to general strength and size eh. Think of it this way. The snatch is great, pero I would say it's a great test, pero masyado siyang technical eh. Like, kailangan mo siyang timing and perfectly. And honestly, if you have no competitive goals in mind, it would be futile na to take time and effort na i-perfect siya ng todo. Whereas with other stuff like Olympic pulls, high pulls, and perhaps the clean, it is worth the shot. Okay, rundown, check this out. Okay, so rundown ako kayo with an empty bar just to show you the basic form. So, of course, it's a spot in reality. Yung time yung catch is right around the time na the ball is neither rising up. At the split second where you elbows high, this is elbows down, i.e. strict press form is not quite enough. High. Yeah, that's that. You'll probably have to practice that kung di kayo sanay. Okay, so next I'm gonna show you certain parang steps slash progressions nung pull niya, or yung hindi man pull, yung finishing niya, yung finish ng katawan, whatever the fuck you call that. So ito, now we have a little bit of weight, that's only 95 pounds. First, tawag dito the muscle clean. See why it's called the muscle clean? Siya yung easiest to learn kasi magsa-stand ka lang straight up, parang tapos roll the ball. It's the weakest of the variations, pero it's the easiest to learn. Tsaka it's relatively strict siya kasi hindi ka na mag-duck under. Less technical siya, plus a bit more arm, shoulder, and trap strength yung ating magagamit in sacrifice of the absolute weight, which may or may not be a bad thing, depende sa goal. Okay, that is the muscle clean. Okay, so next, now we have 115 on the bar. This is the next progression. Ang tawag dito ay the power clean. Check it out. I'm sorry, yung first rep muscle clean yung nagawa ko sa power clean. So, power clean, same thing. Ang only difference, magdaduck ka under the weight. Under parang, I'm doing it this way. The weight is gonna be a bit heavier. Kasi hindi mo na siya makakatch all the way here, up high, or somewhere here lang. Pero to compensate for that, you will boink duck under upang masalo yung bar. So yeah, that is that. It's a bit more technical pero it's still good. Okay, next. Okay, so finally, itong final variation is the actual na clean. The one that you see Olympic weightlifters do. You can lift the most weight here, pero it has the longest learning curve, and it also has the most risk, which is why I honestly don't really program it that much. But anyway, if you want to go on ahead, tapos here it is. See, the weight is so heavy na hindi mo na siya makapull all the way up. Parang halos slow pull na lang siya. So, to really compensate, you have to really squat under it to catch it. Which is, you might guess, very risky. And, honestly, I would say, hindi siya worth the while kung hindi ka naman Olympic weightlifter. You will want to go ahead. If not, the other variations would probably do just fine. So yeah, here we go. A few working sets. Okay, so working set 135. I don't know if this is gonna be a muscle clean or power clean. Somewhere between 2 to 5 reps. We're not gonna go to too hard just yet. This is a rather technical move. So going too hard to failure ASAP is a horrible idea. Never do this for very high reps. Most of the time you may, pero it has a massive risk. And I would say siguro kung mag-high reps ka dito, do it rest pause style or cluster style, hindi yung regular na plain simple high reps. Anyway, first working set, let's go. awesome. Okay, so first working set, 135 pa lamang. Muscle clean. Ang suggestion ko, if you want to learn the other variations, start with the muscle clean first, and then as you add weight slowly, naturally you'll find it harder and harder to pull it straight up, to the point na you'll obviously wanna start ducking under the weight. Kumbaga siya, unti-unti na siyang lalayo sa muscle clean, magiging na siyang power clean. So ang suggestion ko in short is keep most of the starting working sets muscle cleans, and then as the weight gets heavier, as your arms and shoulders can no longer pull it by themselves, ayan, go ahead, unti-unti niya siyang gawing power clean. Although I wouldn't do the clean itself if at starters, kasi syempre has the most weight involved. There's a lot that can be wrong pagka ma-fail mo. Whereas with the muscle clean and the power clean, wala naman yun, babagsak lang siya. Kung ating sa pag-wood, thank you. So yeah, another working set, let's go. Might bump up the weight, depende. Okay, so we bump it up slightly to 140 pounds. Tingnan ko kaya pa tong muscle clean. Let's go! Oh yeah! 140 times 5. A bit harder obviously kaysa dun sa first. Sana. Okay, benefits naman ng cleans. Just like all Olympic pulling variation. Raw power. Kasi the weight is still somewhat heavy pero you are moving it as fast as possible Just look at me kanina. Look how angrily and explosively I was pulling the weight. Hey, guess what? Imposible mag-lift ng for power moving slowly. Okay, tapos you notice I got a pretty good trap hump na naman. As with all Olympic pulling variations, excellent trap builder siya. In fact, I would have to say you can argue na better siya than the high pulls Although much less weight yung mabubuhat mo sa kanya. Why? Because even longer range of motion niya, therefore even better yung potential niya at activating the traps. Although that's not necessarily 100% true. Yung ang only downside niya is much more technical siya. Kumbaga you'll definitely have to take the time na i-master siya, or else quite a lot can go wrong. And you don't want that, But don't rush into it. Don't even have to do it. Tapos another benefit, dahil i-rock mo siya, i-improve niya yung iyong posture via enforcing thoracic extension, or simple terms, straight body. Kasi guess what? Di ba yung final position, front position or rack position? Guess what? You cannot do the rack position pagka hunch over yung posture mo. So ano siya? Gagawin niya, ita-train ka niya into consciously straightening your posture. And in the event na quite bad yung posture mo to the point na medyo alanganin na siya sa iyong well-being, i-expose niya yun. Kasi if you have really really bad posture, guess what? Hindi mo siya magagawa. No matter what you do, you will tip forward. So yeah, i-expose niya yun, which will give us room to correct it. By itself, corrective exercise na siya. Just don't go too heavy, or else you will lose form. Yeah, that's that. Tapos if you find na masakit yung wrists nyo with the front position, stretch nyo yung wrist nyo. There are many wrist stretches para slowly siya ma-mobilize. And then that should be it. I'm not gonna show you these stretches, at least not now. So yeah, that's that. One final set muna. Ito. Okay, final set. 145. By the way, use chalk for this. See, I have chalk on my palms. Hindi libag to, palyo to. Kasi because di ba explosive siya, you don't want to risk it slipping. And by the way, you can't use straps on cleans kasi hindi niya siya ma-roll off. So yeah, same thing siya good for that way. Use chalk. I would highly recommend use it. Use as much as you need. So blah blah blah. Enough talking. Final set. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so thick set na yun na muscle cleans, 145. Any heavier, probably hindi na siya muscle clean, something like a power clean na siya, which is fine, pero I kinda wanna do the muscle clean first. So yeah, ano siya? Awesome pulling exercise siya, makes it explosive, builds your traps, also your shoulders and your biceps and forearms a bit. So obviously you're bending them, and your grip, kasi you cannot use straps with the clean. And then another benefit niya, just like yung snatch grip high pull or high pulls in general, pero even more so here, easy to recover na naman siya. Guess what? The weight isn't that heavy comparatively sa other pulls. Therefore, yung fatigue na ikinakos niya sa overall system natin is also relatively low. I mean, compared that to a hard grinder deadlift or squat. Nako, wasak tayo dun. Pero here, even if let's say mag 1 rep max ka dito, I wouldn't recommend at first. Pero even so, chances are you'd feel fine. You can train this like well over 3 times a week and not feel bad. The only thing na I would recommend this for this is don't train them for very high reps. Like you saw me do fives. Actually, marami na yung fives for that exercise. You can occasionally bump it up to mga maybe 6 to 10. Pero I wouldn't go more than that just because you don't want fatigue to kick in. Guess what? May fatigue na ang sets of 5. Pero relatively minimal. Beyond that, makyat na siya. This is not a candidate for feeling too much of a burn. Why? Kasi nawawala na explosiveness. It will look too sloppy. If there's anything about being explosive, you never want to push it to the point na sloppy na siya. Save that for other exercises, ha. Kung gusto mo siya i-accessorize ng something else for high reps, I would probably do something else. It's freaking bothering me. Anyway, so yeah, that's that. That's the clean. So lahat ng working sets na dinemo ko ay muscle cleans. The easiest to get. But you can do any of the other variations. It's awesome. It will make you explosive and athletic. To the point na literal freaking no match yung opponent mo sa'yo. You wouldn't want that. Tapos yun, athletics, in terms of the aesthetics, build up niyo yung traps, upper back, shoulders, biceps and forearms. Tapos correct at saka identify niya ang bad posture. Ever notice na lahat ng Olympic lifters are walking with great posture. Tapos last but not least, you can train it frequently, push yourself really hard, but not to failure in high reps, and not feel beat up kasi the weight is relatively little compared sa other exercises. Major benefits. That's that. Thank you for listening. Hope you try these out. They are absolutely incredible. But don't get frustrated na hindi mo siya makuha agad. Took me years para makuha to. So if I, well-experienced elite level lifter, took years to master it, what more you? Not that I'm underestimating you. Just want you to be prepared and not make the same mistakes as I did. Otherwise, when you learn it, you will love it. Absolutely love it. I swear. Okay, that's it. Signing out. Love ya. Lots.